Okay, I'm going to try to make some canned apples. Now then, I was trying to peel and core on my apple peeler, and every time they ran into this part, they just broke. They just broke open. So the apples are really, really ripe. So I'm going to try just peeling one without the core attached to it. I'll just rock that back. It's pretty easy to do. Just loosen this wing nut and rock it back out of the way. Because I was trying to do a little shortcut here and make it be peeled, cored, and sliced for canning, but it looks like it's not going to work. So I'll bring you back and let you know how it works just to peel it. Okay, it looks like it's zipping the peelings off pretty good, so that'll help. Then it'll be a little easier to just cut them up and take the core out. Okay, so let me see. It's peeling them right off. It's okay now. So I'll just stick them into the water. This water has Fruit Fresh, ascorbic acid in it, to try to prevent browning. Anyway, I'll stick them in there, and then I'll come back and cut them up. Okay, my son got the blade lined up better for me, and we tested it out on a couple of apples, and it seems to be peeling and coring okay, so I'm going to continue with that. He said just keep peeling, don't stop. There. Okay, it did it. Just take them off. I might have to do a little bit of trimming once in a while on them, but that came out pretty good. See, that one still got a little bit of peel left on it. And I can just break that off. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Okay, I was going to show you these apples. This is all in rings, like a slinky. And all you have to do is cut straight down through it. If I can cut it without messing everything up. There. And that separates your rings. Pretty neat, huh? And you leave it in rings like that. Or what I'm going to do is cut it all the way down through to make it into slices. Much better, I think, going in the jars for various uses. I have done these in rings and used cinnamon red hots to make cinnamon candy apples, and those are excellent, but I don't have any red hots today. So I'm just making regular regular canned apples, and then I'm going to add a little bit of cinnamon to the sugar syrup when I make that. Now, if you get enough pounds of peelings, there's a couple of things you can do. You can, if you get the equivalent pounds in peelings for apple jelly, you can make juice out of these peelings, but now it takes a lot of them, so I wouldn't count on that as much. However, you can also dehydrate these with cinnamon sugar on them, and then make good snacks. I don't have a dehydrator, so I'm not going to be able to do that, but that is another option to keep from wasting so much. Okay, I've got my syrup started here. It's 2 1/4 cups of sugar and 5 1/4 cups of water. Sorry about the steam. These apples will be hot packed. The USDA only recommends hot pack for apples. It's not particularly safety measure, but it is. It does have to do with whether they float. Apples have a lot of air in them. And there they are. They're still in the Fruit Fresh water. So what I'll do is lift them out of the bowl and over into the pan and bring them back to a boil, and boil them for 5 minutes. Of course, as soon as cold fruit hits that water, it slows it down, but that's okay. We'll fill the pan as full as it will go. I've got my jars in here getting heated up. This is going to be in quarts. And I've got my reusable lids back here at a simmer. So I'll bring you back when it's time to start filling the jars. Okay, my apples have been boiling for 5 minutes. My reusable lids are hot and my jars are hot. So let me get a jar out and start filling it. Okay, let me get a jar out. Put it over here. Pause that just for a second. Okay, the apples have boiled for 5 minutes. The purpose of that is to drive the air out of them. Start putting them in the jars. Get the apples in there first, and then I'll put some syrup over them, which is this right here. They come up to a 1/2 inch headspace. Let me get one of those. Have all my stuff out. Okay. Let me put a little bit of the syrup in there, and then I'll see how it looks after they kind of get settled in there. I'm going to work some of the air out right now. And I want to pack them tight because I'm not trying to make applesauce. Might have put too many apples in. I'll just go and get them out. Oh no, that's not bad. It's pretty good right there. Just need a little bit more of the syrup to get it up to the 1/2 inch headspace. I see it, but I have to drop that. See an air bubble over here. Got a wet paper towel here. Wipe the rim. It just seems like the syrup isn't covering those apples enough. There. I'll get better. Okay, now these are the reusable lids. So let me get one lid. You do simmer these for a few minutes before you use them. Get a rubber gasket out if I can catch it. Get it seated on that edge. Flip it over, put it on the jar. And then, I'm paying attention to this mitt because it is really worn out. and then tighten them just a little bit, not much. Just right there. About like you would do with metal lids. It's about the same tightness. I don't want to touch that pan. Put this jar in the counter. It looks pretty good. Then start getting the rest of the jars filled, and then I'll bring you back. Up with 6 quarts and 1 pint, and there's maybe quarter to a half pint left over in the, well, my rings are rusty, in the, just for us to snack on. Still left in the pot. And this is starting to boil, so I'm going to get my lid on here. I'm going to watch for the steam to come out. Let me turn it around. Hold on a minute. Okay, I'm going to watch for the steam to come out of this hole, and then check on the temperature up here, which needs to go over into the dark green right there. I'll bring you back. Sitting out about 5 minutes or so. So now it's time to tighten these rings. This is not something you do with regular metal lids.
And you don't have to just crank them down either.
No. Just snug them down. Let me get that one back out of the way. Just snug them down a little and leave them that way. Oops, that's my hand slip. Until they cool. But not that one, because that's a metal lid. Just leave it alone. Okay, I'll bring you back probably in the morning when these are cooled down and I test the seals. Okay, here's the apples that I canned last night. I took the rings off. You just do as normal. You just take the rings off. But don't drop them. And lift them by the edge of the lid to test the seal. And I've already tested all these. You can see they need to be washed now. They all sealed perfectly. The only one, oddly, that didn't seal, which I've always had good luck with, was the one with the metal lid. So, that'll go in the cooler, and we'll eat it right away. So there it is. Delicious sweet canned apples. We had a few left in the pot last night. So we put them in a bowl, and we ate them, and man, they're so good. They're just simple. And it's a mix of apples. I think there's Gala and Red Delicious, Golden Delicious, Granny Smith, and what is it? Honeycrisp. So there they are. Aren't they gorgeous? These will be good just for eating alongside other foods, or make pie, or a crisp, or a cobbler, or smash them down further into applesauce if we wanted to. Okay, there you go. Thanks for watching. This was besides canning apples, this is a demonstration of these Harvest Guard lids. I'll drop a link down in the description for you. If you want to try them, they do sell a sample pack. I bought 100 because I couldn't find the wide mouth regular lid, metal lids. So, after I bought that many, I thought, I've got to make it sure that these work. And they do. So this is my third go round with them. I've done chili, and I've done the apples. What was it, the other thing that I did? I don't remember. It was about a week ago. Anyway, and what I liked is that they ship them out to you really quickly. So, there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe.